So I thought I might start this demonstration with the end result. And what we're looking at here is a copy of the report segment types, different companies, and the segment percentages that were provided by the business. And we've gone into the Visual Explorer tool. And here we just show a couple of visualizations and all the built-in attributes that are a part of the software where we can mouse over any of the different reporting segments that we see, and it displays the detailed information, the segment amount, the companies involved, and related information. Another view we have created here is a pie view, and does the same type of thing where we can mouse over and see the detailed information, and of course you can always use the legends on the side. And so I thought you might want to see next how these different articles are created, how these different visualizations are created. So we'll do that next. So what we see here is just the basic empty palette. And I've uploaded a spreadsheet I created with some information provided by the business. And you can see on the left side there just a couple of the reporting elements involved here. Segment amount is our measure. So it's not a lot of information here, but it is the right information, and it does reveal some of the hierarchy. So in its easiest form, you can start like this, where I can click on an item, and I can control click on another item. And then when I right click, I just say, create the best visualization based on these two items. So what it will do is it'll take a look at our information, and it'll evaluate what we've picked, and it builds a meaningful chart right out of the gate. And it has all the basic information in here and gave me exactly what I asked for. So I'm seeing the reporting segment here and some information about that, the measures, title, and line things up. But I might want to explore a little bit and try a different visualization. Let's see what happens if we do a scatter plot. That's probably not the best, because what you're going to see is a straight vertical with not too much detail. So that's probably not the best visualization. So then I would go back and I'll say, let's look at that bar chart, and this time it's vertical. But maybe you want to see what items are in the different locations, and we want to make this a little bit nicer. So when we say show assignments, we can see we have the segment here as our verticals and the reporting segment across the bottom, but maybe we want to change that. So I'm going to take the company, I'm just going to drag it in here, see what effect that has on it. And it'll give us the reporting segments in the companies. But now we see got a few extra columns here, maybe a little complicated. Let's try putting the company into the color. Now we can see our report's getting a little bit more meaningful. We see the different companies on the left, on the right here in the legend, and our bar chart's coming together, but maybe we want to change that visualization up a little bit again. See what happens. Well, it's rebuilding our chart, and this is actually what we are looking for. So you know what? This gives me what I want. I can see the different reporting segments. The companies are in the stacked bar as the verticals, and I still have my measures. And this is looking pretty good right now. And let's see what happens if we want to just change something else or add another visualization here or save it. Let's add one. I'm just going to say, let's go freewheeling here. I'm going to take this information. I know right from the get-go I'm going to want a pie chart here. So let's put a pie chart in place. I'm going to take my different reporting segments and drag it in. You see it start building a pie with the different reporting segments. And it'll be okay right from the bat, but we don't have enough data in here. We need some measures. So it doesn't know how to create the pie chart. So let's put the measures in here. There we go. It's a nice, meaningful pie chart, again, right out of the gates, side-by-side display, and the same mouse over capabilities that we had before. And we could go on and on like this and adding data and changing things around simply using a drag and drop, or maybe this is the dashboard that we wanted to keep for others to use. So I'm just going to save this one. So anyone who has this access to this would be able to come in and use this. I'm just going to call this sample 1. Next time I can just come in and start from here and begin exploring. So that is essentially the Visual Analyzer tool. I hope you liked it. So the last item I want you to see as we're kind of backing into this is where's the data come from? So let's go back and say we want to create a new project. And if we look at the data files, these are files that I uploaded. Notice we have these subject areas. These have been defined into the OBIEE tool, and there's been some metadata, some middle layer information modeling done to those. But these are just straight data files that come from spreadsheets. So if I look out here on my system, I can see I've got this spreadsheet, and I just put a little bit of data into it, and just some information I found out. And I can just say I want to upload that. So I can select the file off my system, and here it is out here. I can just say, let's import that. And I say, yeah, that looks good. And we can say, here's the source, here's a description, have a little bit more about it. Say, let's create a project from this. And it sees I've already imported this one, so it says, nope, can't do that. So let's replace it. So now I've got new information if I've added something or changed it around, and I can go off and build my visuals just the way I did before. And that's how easy it is to import a spreadsheet into the Visual Analyzer tool and start working with it. First column, or the first row, is where I get my names from. I can see it back here against my spreadsheet. If I want to change those, I would just change them right here. So if you can export from other systems or you have custom spreadsheets you've created, that's how easy it is to get up and running with the Visual Analyzer tool.